All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the... End zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Ryan. Forced out to his left. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Get up! Hey, let's go!
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Flush to his right. Now he's going to... Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, 43 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And it's up and good. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Trevor Davis now to return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Let's go, let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Ryan on 2nd down. He's going to go for a big play down. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a good game. And that one results in 35 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Muhammad Wilkerson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. And that is is incomplete. Charles, that's an important third down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on 4th down, that's big for the defense.
And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Trevor Davis deep for Green Bay. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Green Bay Packers coming back out here on offense. It was kind of an interesting sight. You were telling me about it. Green Bay played at Oakland last week in the preseason. Of course, Jordy Nelson now is with Oakland. But it was Aaron Rodgers throwing him passes early on in warm-ups, right?
It was. You know, a lot of those guys have that pre-warm-up where they go out and throw it around a little bit. So the old teammates in Green Bay reunited. Nelson came out and caught some passes from Rodgers. Rodgers didn't play in the game. And then to flip it over, Derek Carr, the starting quarterback for Oakland, his target at present.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Working from the gun, Rodgers looking deep downfield, and that is caught one-handed. Oh my, he pulled it in. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action. Now Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's go, come on.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And able to find Graham, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Rodgers to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Lance Kendricks from 8 yards out, and the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here.
And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Runs through the contact. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip the ball when it happens in a game.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Josh Jones in on the stop.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, Freeman. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. They'll run it now out of the gun. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. This one caught by Ridley. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. It's complete. Hooper. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Now it's Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? On 3rd and goal, Ryan. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now the Packers going to take another timeout, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And Bryant's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Go, go, go.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. Touchdown, Packers! Marquez Valdes-Scantling, 75 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Ryan drops it off for Coleman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Falcons on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Ryan escaping the pressure right. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He sets to fire deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So, hey, let's go, come on.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's Rodgers to throw on second down. Flushed out right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Packers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Let's go. Hey, Tuesday. Let's go.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Let's go. Get up!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are in for 6. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Packers get set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, You've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Looking left side of him, he's got a man. It's Montgomery. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On second down, here's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. At 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Takk McKinley in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. A dump underneath to Jones. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. On play action, it's Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. After the interception, here's Ryan. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Mike Daniels in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Ryan. Hey, right on cue. They set up the screen and complete it. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They took your advice from a bit earlier, tried the screen, but that one, it was covered up pretty well.
They did a nice job on it, but I still think it was the right idea. Probably just a block or two away from making it work.
Hey, express! Let's go!
3rd and long. It's Ryan. He's going to look deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. He got 29 yards that time. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Ha-ha, Clinton Dix there for the stop.
Hey, let's go. Hey, let's go.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Hey, Tuesday. Gun. Wait. Got it.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Matt Bosher now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Hurry up.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves to James. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long... And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion.
Get up!
Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's 3 yards. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Hey, let's go!
Ryan wants to throw it. This will be caught inside the 10. doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. It's Coleman here, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
He'll get it up the middle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Throwing now is Ryan. Steps away. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Eric Saubert, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's Bryant for the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it. I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Let's go, come on.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.